Now we'll learn how to interpolate a surface from some known points for the unknown points areas, or how we can convert the point data set into a continuous raster data set using IDW algorithm, interpolation algorithm. For that we need basically two types of data set. The first one is a point data set having some attribute data in it based on which the interpolation will be done, and in this case the data interpolation data is post monsoon groundwater level. And secondly, we need a boundary data set or boundary shapefile for which the interpolation surface will be developed. So after importing both the data set, now we have to go for interpolation technique, and for getting into the interpolation technique we have to go to this processing toolbox. If it is not activated, then we have to activate this toolbox from this processing and toolbox. So as it is already activated, now we have to go to this interpolation option, and then we will found IDW interpolation. So if we double click on this, it will open a new window, and for this window first we have to specify the vector file. So it is already assigned a vector file because it is already imported into this layer panel, and if it is not showing the data set or showing a different data set, then we have to select the data set from this drop down option. And secondly, interpolation attribute should be defined. So in this case it is by default it is taking post monsoon. If it is not identified automatically, then we have to select this from this drop down option. And after selecting both of these, now we have to add this attribute into this panel, so that the interpolation technique will be done based on those data sets. So for that I'm just clicking on this input layer option, and it will show all the data set with types of the data. So as we have imported point data set, it is showing point under this type option. And after that we have to specify this distance coefficient. As the distance increases, the impact of local neighborhood points will be reduced. So by default it is 2. We can keep this as 2, and then we have to specify the extent, and extent can be specified from different options. First, the most important, the most easiest way to calculate from layer, select calculate from layer, and in this case I am selecting north new because I want a interpolated surface for this boundary area. So after specifying this extent, now we have to specify the pixel size. So in this case I am giving a 30-meter pixel size, because if we want to use this interpolated surface for further analysis after incorporating some satellite derived data set, then it is better to put it into a 30-meter spatial resolution, which will be compatible with other data set derived from satellite images. So after this, now we have to save this data set into a file. So after selecting the folder, now we have to put a name without any space. Then we can click on this run option. It will take some time. The time will be determined based on the pixel size and the area of interpolated surface. So if the pixel size is less and the area of interpolation is larger, then it will take more time, and if the pixel size is larger and area of interpolation is very less, then it will take very less time. So after completion of this algorithm, running of this algorithm, it will automatically add the interpolated surface into this canvas. So it is almost completed its operation, and after that it will add the dataset into this canvas. It is already added. So if I click on this close, it is loading the dataset into this canvas. This is the interpolated surface of groundwater depth. So we can change the color of this interpolated surface. And now this is the interpolated surface of groundwater depth for post monsoon season. So it is showing that this area having very depth groundwater table with minus 14.63 meter, and these green areas having higher groundwater level with minimum with minus 1.5 5 meter. So in this way we can calculate the IDW surface, and after generating of the surface, now we can mask the area for our desired locations or for our desired areas. Thank you.